This chart is actually the grading chart that's used. It's called a scale chart, and they have a lot of different names for it, right? So if you look on the left-hand side here, um, this is based on how many points you get from part one, two, and part 3A. That's going to move you down the line here. So for instance, let's say you didn't write an essay, okay? And I'm not telling you don't write an essay. You should definitely write an essay. But let's say you didn't write an essay and you only answered multiple choice questions and part two, part three, right? Those the you wrote the two short essays and you wrote the the short answers and you got them correctly. And you scored about 28 raw point score. Well, that would get you your 65. That would be, appropriate for passing, meaning that you're going to get credit for this Regents exam. Okay? But there's a lot of different ways. So if you look anywhere in that green area, right? Anywhere in this green area behind, right, draw this out for you. Anywhere in this area here, this is the zone. This is the passing zone. It may not be your personal passing zone, right? You may push to want more, which is great, but realize that this is the zone where you pass, right? So anything that's going down in this direction from that green area is passing. So let's say theoretically you got 28 multiple choice questions correct, all 28. You could theoretically pass with a 65. Okay, that is easier said than done, right? But it's possible. So but your best bet would be to take the strategy of, okay, I might not get every multiple choice question or every part two or part 3A question correct, but I'm going to hedge it and I'm going to go ahead and write a decent essay. I'm going to give it a shot, right? And even if you're not the best writer, let's say you get a 1.5, right? Well, now it's going to move your score over, and these points that you get here on the left are gonna are you're gonna need less of these points in order to get into that green zone, right? Based on your writing. So technically, you could go ahead and write a one and a half essay, and go ahead, let's clear that out for you. A 1.5 essay, and it just you're here you're at that 66, you're at that passing zone, and you only answered 24, you only got 24 points out of, like, between the multiple choice, the part two short essays, and the part 3A, like the document based questions. What you just should remember is that there are plenty of ways to pass this exam. You don't have to freak out if something doesn't go your way, or let's say you hit a couple of multiple choice questions that kind of threw you off. You didn't feel like you did your best. You felt like you had to guess. Remember, don't leave anything blank, even if you're not sure. You don't lose any points for guessing wrong. So make sure you answer all your multiple choice questions. And then once you've done that, try something. Even if it's an introduction of, a couple of sentences and you try to get a paragraph or two out. Try, even if it's, short, give it a go. You never know. You might get a one, and a one will move you over to a point where, okay, you got a one, right? So now that is a lot better, because now you need 25 other points here to match up to get that passing grade. Whereas if you didn't write any essay, well, now you need to get at least 28 points out of part one, two, and 3A. So don't, don't throw away your chance. Make sure that you're giving it a go and that you're trying, because every little point counts, and you'll be surprised how it stacks up and you find yourself with a passing score. Okay. I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next video.